Hello.
Hello, hello.
Immediately starts sniffing. I'm a very
I mean,
professional streamer.
I don't know. You have me on stream. I'm gonna be sniffly always. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but also I
Um,
control the switch. I could have sniffled and then swapped. Hello, I hope you guys liked 10-minute extended cast song, because I realized about 5 minutes in this probably gets annoying quite quickly.
I appreciate the accordion. It's great. Hello, everyone.
There should be more
Welcome.
accordions and everything.
I agree. Welcome to Breath of the Wild.
Welcome to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that one.
The
I
Legend of
forgot.
Zenjin.
Oh, that's right. We were gonna shoot arrows through things, huh?
Yeah. Very professional intro where you're trying to do a hello, welcome to the stream, and I'm like, ooh, music, ooh, rocks. Yeah, we have to. I knew how to do this, and I've forgotten how. I have a feeling it's on this side at least. Yeah, boo. I should probably have flown somewhere, except there's no easy way to teleport back. I'd have to walk all the way here.
Mm-hmm. Thread, hello, welcome.
We have so many people today.
Yeah, it's great. Lovely to see you all.
Yes, welcome. Maybe it's this one? No, that angle seems less than useful.
Boo. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. I saw the Silk Song trailer like an hour before the stream, so my brain hasn't fully processed. But I'm very excited. I have to see what I need to rewatch it to check like everything. I also forget if they said what consoles it's gonna be on. If it's on Switch, there's a chance I might stream it.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna yell specifics because I've forgotten them all. I just remember it being really cool looking.
You just shove it all in your brain and you're like, ah! And then afterwards it's like, okay, I need to watch that again and actually like store that information. Because I haven't seen the Silk Song trailer, but I definitely am similar with the like, oh, I just like poured it right into my brain. I haven't actually like intaken it yet. Poured it into my eyes, haven't yet organized it into my brain. Oh, this looks promising.
I don't know if that's enough space to get it through. I feel like this doesn't count as going through the... Like, it's going in the middle.
Yeah, it's going clink. Lucky, hello. Welcome.
Hello. So many people today. Usually it's a little, like, slower for people showing up, I feel like.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe because it's a Sunday stream. The Sunday streams usually have more people than the Thursday ones.
Oh, that makes sense. Because it's, like, middle of the day over in the US.
Yeah. If I could stream later, I would, but, like... Oh, is it... this?
Oh.
Oh, I might need a better bow for this.
Do you not have, like, cool bows that you stole from the thing?
I might. I'll have to see.
Yeah, good try.
No bones. What was the name of the bone fellas from Tunic?
Oh no, I've forgotten.
I only remember Friend. These are not Friend. Bone Gnomes!
That's right.
Oh my goodness, that's such a good name.
Vibrates about Tunic.
Boy howdy, like
That's not the game we're playing, and I won't like go into it in case people are like, no, I want to experience it for myself, because yeah, please do. It's amazing.
I have to do this. If it's this one, I have to do it from this side because it's too high up on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone here also watches uh Shaz and Boo, but um Tunic's gotten very exciting.
Yeah.
And also like the Tunic streams are on Saturdays, so it like just happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's No, I think I broke the one that has the longer distance.
Oh, yeah, these are sure all just 26s, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, you
maybe.
had that. Oh, that's right. You had that freaking sniper bow that got used up. Yeah.
Yeah. It gets a bit easier as you go on. To like. So I feel like this isn't as obvious for things. People off like you can just go to the strongest area and get the strongest weapons, but there is kind of a level of weapons slowly getting better as you play longer in the game. They can have
Uh-huh.
like you can see it on this actually that I got from the dungeon how it has the durability up.
Oh, uh-huh.
Like I don't know the specifics, but like the further you get into the game, you tend to run into more and more weapons that have like bonuses. So you'll run into some bows that will have like better zoom or some weapons that deal more
Oh.
damage than other weapons.
Okay.
Um well I didn't achieve my goals, so
So, shoot a fox.
violence.
Yeah. We'll make something delicious out of it.
Also, to spare you all, I looked up the thing that I was trying to work out. Um, only happens on crescent moons. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what it is right now.
yeah, this isn't a crescent moon. This is like you know when people will get like cookies or whatever and then make the phases of the moon by
Uh-huh.
taking bites. This is the one that's really annoying to do that for. You have to very carefully nibble or like take a big bite and then take the piece out of your mouth, but you shouldn't do that. That's kind of it'll
That's the
be icky.
worst. That's the worst way you could do that. Thanks.
Only high quality streaming content on my channel.
Oh
Anyway,
boy.
so I don't know what we're gonna do today. We could
Oh, okay.
explore. There's a bunch of areas we don't have maps for yet. This is a super
Yeah.
snowy area. It's dangerous. That doesn't stop me. Desert. I think one of these might be like swampy. Not swamp. Rainforest. That's the word I'm looking for.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Oh, I should delete some of these stamps.
Love that sleep is straight up not a requirement in this game. Yeah. I think the thing is that sleep doesn't offer any, like, yeah, obviously humans need sleep, but it doesn't actually offer any like mechanical questions or puzzles. So
It does have
it can
some
be,
slight, but like sleeping does heal you all the way to full, whereas
uh-huh.
resting in a campfire doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's just
like,
that like my thing is like if you had to sleep every day, that wouldn't add any mechanical challenge to the game. It would just be a thing you'd have to stop playing and do, which is how sleep works in the real world. Uh, so it's like, because I tend to love when stuff requires a lot of like, oh, you have to eat every day and you have to do this stuff. But sleep is one that tends to be like just a little interruption that doesn't necessarily require strategy. If it does require strategy, that's neat, but I can't think of how it would do that here.
See, now
Um,
I'm just because my first thought was like, I think if it gives you a buff as opposed to giving you like negatives if you don't, I think that's more fun. Which this game kind of has because if you specifically go to like stables and inns and stuff, you can get the
mhm.
fantasy bed that gives you the health buffs.
Yeah, I was
Um,
just about to say, because Don't Starve is an example of something that actually penalizes you. It's for not sleeping. It's just kind of lots of things penalize you. So, because that's the
um,
thing, if you get a bonus for sleeping, then sleep is in the game, but it sure doesn't encourage you to do it every single like in-game day. Like,
yeah, it's more of a like in Don't Starve. It's less of a thing you like. It's less mandatory and more like it almost feels like if you're in trouble, this is like a thing you can do to help save that because it
yeah.
has such a big sanity increase that it's kind of more of a trade-off. I
Yeah,
give
yeah,
you
yeah.
sanity, you give me so much food. But yeah, I was actually thinking it'd be interesting if sleeping or not sleeping had not necessarily like benefits or requirements, but like if it ultimately like changed the gameplay, like not
Ooh.
sleeping leads to like I'm kind of thinking like how Bloodborne has the like insight, I think it is,
Insight?
where high
Oh, that's an
insight you can
interesting thought.
see like if you're on super low sleep, then everything is different and you can interact with different things that you otherwise couldn't when you were fully rested.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I'm here to buy cold resistance clothes because I remembered their hair. And they're also really cute.
Oh, excellent. Oh, it's lined with feathers.
This is my favorite. It's a bit weird that they have a wig of my hair on the mannequin, but
It's fine, don't worry about it.
I want to buy the full set. Why not?
Yeah. We'll get money later.
Why are all of the Ritos so
Oh,
attractive?
you're so yeah, yeah, lovely. Handsome. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so it's a
Oh,
really
this
cute
is a good
set.
outfit.
Let me put the little feather on the bokoblin hat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so now we have a few options. Um, this area is really cold, or I could
Uh-huh.
explore um further this way because I just didn't go over here because it's cold.
Oh,
I
okay.
could also work on going to the divine beast that's circling ahead.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking like we did a divine beast last week.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do some exploration.
Well, let's go this way first. Actually, no, yeah, I will. But I should
Did
go
you
from the
get a
top.
little smattering? I couldn't tell because my volume's kind of low. Was there like a little smattering of sinister piano when you looked up at the Divine Beast? Maybe not. I thought I heard like a little doo-doo-doo that was like discordant. It was like, whoa,
Yeah,
really?
I heard it too, but I think that might just be part of the music.
Okay,
Let
it's
me let
just,
me.
it's fine. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
I think it's just What I think it might be something that fits in more in the day version.
Hmm.
So
Well, I mean,
like
it still sounded cool. I just thought it was with the Divine Beast. Oh, I really love there being these platforms to jump off of because they're birds, and obviously you have a glider. So it's like, yeah, this is so because I'm like just sitting here in my thinking, oh yeah, it's super cool that you can just glide off of this. That's the most fun part. Oh, obviously bird people would have that. They would think the same thing. Like, yeah, it's great when you can just jump off and soar.
they even have little
Anyway,
arrows, so you know what it's for.
oh, I love that. I just
Anything on
got
this?
all excited about that. It fit. Um,
There should be a rock with a Korok here. I think that would be
yeah.
cool.
I mean, this seems like what else would this rock be for?
Standing, apparently, because there's nothing.
Ah, how dare.
Disappointing.
All right.
Sorry, I just checked chat. I see I'm being called a furry. I can't tell if you're calling Link a furry or me a furry.
I
I'm
mean,
a furry.
Link is obviously a furry. He's been wandering around in a bokoblin fursuit this entire time. So,
Also, I mean gestures at Prince Side and gestures at all of the
hmm,
Rito. Like, can
mm-hmm.
you blame him? Buddy, where you going?
Come back.
He'll probably
Okay.
come back eventually. Two prime meats.
Dang.
Oh, there's force. Fellas. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, is this the place where you can make infinite horses?
Wait, what?
Okay, so I found out about a fun glitch where you basically set up you get on a mountain and you set up like ow. Whoa, I didn't know they could hurt you. Oh, how dare. Rude. I was just a little bokoblin.
I mean, I guess there's bokoblins over there that keep, like, jumping on their backs, so...
Link has turned into both a bunny and also a wolf. I mean, that's also true. I feel like he didn't choose that though. The bokoblin thing he's like really leaning into, so I'm gonna point at that one more. Um
Oh, it's snowy.
Anyway, so there's you set up like wood and like start a fire so that there's an updraft. And you set that up above where there's goblin mount or bokoblin mounted horses with bokoblin mounts. I'll get it right. And then you figure out where they spawn, and you like put a bunch of torches so like on the ground there so that when they spawn in they're immediately on fire and the horses buck off the bokoblins and run away in fear. And so every time that they spawn in, they'll spawn in with new horses.
Oh my
But
goodness.
so then you get on the or you like glide over the fire, and every time you go up you go like out of spawn range, so the bokoblins despawn but the horses stay because they're not attached to them anymore. And then when you sink back down, the bokoblins respawn with horses again, and you just keep doing that, and more and more and more and more horses show up.
Oh. That's honestly my favorite kind of glitch, is the ones where having things just out of like render distance or like spawning distance, like, or
the
even, oh,
video
what was
the
I?
video I watched on it was like it was like 328 was enough horses to crash the game. And so they're like, maybe we can do 300. And I think they had to go a little under 300 before they were actually able to like float down and see the horses. And so it's like 200 and some odd. And most of their mains like the physics on their mains weren't loaded in because it was too many horses, so they all had like weird I fell asleep with shampoo in my hair, like spiky heads.
Oh my goodness.
It's just really great. Um,
Why did you play the excited music game? I just got to the top of it. Yeah. Oh, I think it's a Minecraft mod. I can't remember which one, but it would add like they had a recurring problem for a while where
mm-hmm,
one of the like creatures the mod added was frogs.
mm-hmm.
And inexplicably people's caves were just filling with thousands of frogs, and everyone was like, why is my game so laggy? And like they'd like check and there'd just be like hundreds and hundreds of frogs in the caves around their base, and they're like, how, what? And they eventually worked out there's another creature than the mod adds. They're like little stone creatures that live at the bottom of the world, and they can
Uh-huh.
spawn in holding things like rare gems or such. And one of the things they could spawn in holding was a frog. And when they despawned, the frog would stay.
The frog would remain. Amazing.
But because it was like separate spawning categories for the little guys and the frogs, like it wouldn't stop the guys spawning.
Oh my gosh. Incredible. And then because it's the guys that are spawning in, nothing's catching that it's way more frogs than anyone needs.
Yeah.
I heard somebody reference this very recently, actually, the frogs eating goats. I was wondering about that.
I will say
Um,
that I don't think the players was a vanilla thing. I think that was people like the goats was definitely a feature, but I feel like players only happened when people modified it. I might be wrong on that. I might
hmm.
be mixing it up with a different book. Um,
No, the most recent Hermitcraft recap was like, oh yeah, I don't think frogs eat goats anymore, but Doc M should probably keep his distance for the first part. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I consider myself furry. I don't it's not a I wish I was a fox or anything, but I like have a persona and I think furries are cool and that's I I like animal people and I think they're neat and that's all that's really required. Um
it's like a weird balance of like on one hand you don't need to, I feel like a lot of people will say that they're not furries specifically because they're not like extremely into it, and they think that
uh-huh.
like being super into it and wanting
You don't
fursuits is like
have to
required.
have yeah, you don't have to have a whole a lifestyle in order to be a furry, but
mm,
also like
like
I feel like it's a thing you kind of it's about whether you feel like that works for you or not. If you're like, yeah, I feel like a furry, and if you're like, I'm not really a furry, I just think they're cool. That's also fine.
yeah,
Like,
like one of my pet peeves is when it's like I get that people want it to be more known that like furry isn't like a
it's not a
massive
bad thing,
lifestyle
yeah.
thing, and it's not a bad thing. But also when people see someone who's like, yeah, I'm not a furry, but here's like this cool anthro animal design, and they're like, but actually you are a furry, and
Yeah,
like
you don't get to tell other people what they are.
yeah, like it's oh, do I have any stamina?
Yeah, I think the thing that's good to convey is like um your like ideals here overlap with mine. Like as a furry, I also feel similarly, and you can be a furry if you want. With this is the only requirements to being a furry, but
With
you
this one
also can
simple trick.
Yeah. I think the main thing is that if you are like really, really insistent that you're super not a furry, you guys, that's where I start to be like, doth protest too much. Like,
Yeah, or at the very
but
least, you have like some weird feelings
yeah,
on
like
furries.
you should examine this and like look within and examine why it is that you want to like animal people and are like so intensely opposed to this idea, but you can't tell other people what they are.
It's
But
like
yeah, I mean,
it's not a
oh, go
case
ahead.
of like because I think a lot of people will look at labels for things and like this is true of like being a furry or like being like various orientations or whatever, where I feel like people feel like if you fit the requirements, then that means that you are. But
Mm-hmm.
it kind of doesn't work that way. Like you are what you identify as, and
That's what it is.
like
Yeah,
you can
yeah. Well,
fit
it's
the
like,
requirements and not like I technically fit all of the quote unquote requirements to like ID as pan, but I don't ID as pan.
I
And
was
like
just gonna say, like, the whole like bisexuality versus pansexuality is almost just like which one you vibe with more. And people
mm,
will have like distinctions between the two, but those aren't consistent. It's just like, okay, this has kind of these vibes and this has kind of these vibes, and you could probably just pick one because they overlap so much. Or like, I technically fall under non-binary, but I don't use that label because it has connotations that I'm like, I don't vibe with that. I like genderqueer better. And
mm,
they're connected, but also, you know, so there's so much stuff where it's like, yeah, you can technically fall under this and it can still not be what vibes with you and with what you're trying to convey about yourself.
mm.
Um,
And it's like I feel like picking labels for yourself is like almost the same as picking out like what fashion you want to wear or I'm sure that foot angle is perfectly normal and healthy and good. Link Breath of the Wild climbing 90-degree slopes to lick salt deposits.
mm. Link actually is a goat. He's going to be eaten by a frog, and it'll be really tragic for everyone.
I wasn't
Uh,
expecting that for some reason.
we're bringing it around.
Come full circle.
The bisexual flag is so good.
It's wild because I prefer identifying as bisexual, but I'm also like the bi flag colors are nice, but I've never been like there's a lot of people who aren't bi who will constantly be like, I love these colors and I want my flag to be these colors and these are the perfect colors, and I'm like, I mean, it's okay. I feel like it's the difference between people who like purple and people who think purple is okay.
Yeah. Well, somebody I saw a post on Tumblr recently, where somebody like was saying that the strip in the middle of the bisexual flag is like a different saturation from the others, and then somebody else came in and was like, wait a second, hang on, I've got dual citizenship and so I've got another flag we can use, I can fix it, and just took this purple stripe out of the asexual flag and put it in the bisexual flag, and the saturation like matches more. And they're like, oh, perfect. And somebody's like, now put the bi stripe in the asexual flag. And they did that. And so this is like nice muted purple in the ace flag. And it works startlingly well. So now I'm just thinking of that. Um,
Here's the interesting thing is like there are some flags that I really like aesthetically, but I
uh
feel
huh.
like that I don't think this is a minority necessarily of people's opinions, but I tend to vibe more with like the vibe of the flag as opposed to the colors. Like The polyamory
Mm-hmm.
flag, like the original one, is ugly. It's so ugly. It's really bright. It hurts your eyes. There's just a pie symbol for P for polyamory. Like, but I also love it because it's just unapologetically ugly and weird. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not intentional that that's making a statement, but I'm like, I like the statement this makes actually because it's not normal. It doesn't fit in.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not bad. And also, here it is. I'm waving it around. No, that makes a lot of sense. Um. Oh, hello.
Farewell. You coming back up? He's confused. You know, like when you go through a doorway and you forget what you were doing? Oh, oh, he's remembered again.
Get out of here.
My shield now. Ooh, this is a really good view of the bird.
Ooh. The cold music is so effective.
It's so chilly.
Yeah, yeah. It's like incredible how much the noises of this area immediately make it colder.
I also like they do the same thing with the music that plays just outside of shrines. There's so many variations based on both temperature and height.
Oh,
Like if you
uh-huh.
go to a shrine that's really high up, the music is different and it's really nice. I don't know why I'm climbing this mountain. It's just tall.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I goat
Oh,
instincts.
I don't want to obliterate the bird.
I just want tasty drumsticks or thigh. That's good too.
I'm thinking about the video of the person who forgot to change off the ancient arrows and just completely obliterates a Yiga clan member. Just like exploded off of the face of the earth.
All right. This tree is winning. Why do you have? Does it have like a cloth tied around it?
Yeah.
See, this feels like the demolition people. Like you called in the tree people, and this is the one you want cut down.
I could make this mountain shorter and cut it down myself. Also, I'm not gonna change your mind, Lucky, but also, my opinion on chicken is that the best chicken is the horrible processed chicken. On account of it's the only chicken I can eat. I thought there'd be a Korok up there, I'm gonna be real. I'm like even with bird now.
Oh wow. Well, this is a nice spot.
It does go higher.
I'm basic and like chicken breasts. I know that the dark meat has more flavor or whatever, but it's I like the white meat.
I mean, I feel so I don't eat chicken. This is all based on guesswork, but like I feel
Uh-huh.
like something having less flavor is also an aspect that can appeal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you can tell me like I feel like this applies to anything. You can tell me all day long which one is better, but it doesn't matter if I like this other one more. Like that's not a negotiable quality. Oh, hello. Why do you guys always come flailing out like somebody flung you?
They
Okay.
they hide camouflage. Thanks, thanks, Daruk. Just uses up both of my charges of that instantly. I wonder if I just ran away. But yeah, I haven't gotten a good view of one of them yet because I keep not looking for them. They can camouflage.
Oh.
And then when you get too close, they like jump. Oh, there's one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember seeing this. It's just funny that the way they jump looks like somebody threw them at you and they're like, whoa, whoa, okay, here we go, I guess.
Whoa, like Alphos be upon you.
But yeah, I feel the same way about stories, where it's like, you can tell me all day long that Rise of the Guardians was a bad movie, and it doesn't matter because I like it.
As someone
You can
who
explain
like
to me that it's bad and that the plot was bad, and I'll just be like, huh, how interesting, and I'll continue liking it a lot.
like so I'm bad at ranking things like on scales.
Uh-huh.
Like if you ask me to list my favorite, I will give you like a giant pile of things as opposed
Uh,
to a ranking. But Rise of the Guardians is a very strong contender for my favorite film.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it in theaters 3 times. I've never seen a movie in theaters 3 times.
I've seen one
Um,
movie in theaters 3 times, and it was the Simpsons movie.
oh my gosh.
This wasn't by choice, it just kind of happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well.
There it
I
goes.
think that little bat should be proud of being taken out by an entire Royal Claymore personally. Excuse me.
I just want this
Don't step
idol.
on this. Don't step on my eye. Like, Pacific Rim is a good one. I haven't seen it, but it just has a lot of vibes. Um, Makes sense for that to be a multiple viewings experience. But no, the thing is that I actually really enjoy like media critique. I think it's fun to like analyze like, oh, what did this do well? What did it do poorly? And sometimes it's fun to analyze, why do I like this even though it did everything wrong? um Sorry,
See,
I had a sneeze there.
I should have thought about Bendy, but I was just thinking about like that troll movie that you like. Or that you like one character out of.
I don't know. I don't know if I could say that I like Troll 2. I'm just really gay for Credence. That's it. She's not like acting well, but I've never been more gay. Oh goodness.
This is a great dialogue for someone who just lives in the middle of nowhere on a mountain.
Oh, hello. Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
I'm good. It's not you, it's me. I don't like shield surfing because I like using my shield. Anyway, I'm
Having
gonna
my
steal your
shield,
bet.
yeah. Excuse me, I hope you don't mind.
Listen, if this person didn't want their firewood stealing, they shouldn't have left it in the middle of nowhere surrounded by absolutely no people. The skeletons could have got it.
Oh my goodness.
Also, it was shiny and I pressed the A button automatically. Anyway, I think.
But yeah,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you
go
go.
ahead.
No, you go. I had like a half-formed sentence.
Okay. No, I was just gonna go somewhere in the direction of like, I just think these things can coexist, where it can be possible to like find critique of media and like discussions about things being good or like what's well done or what's poorly done. Like can be really good and valuable, and also I'm still going to enjoy them. I don't. Oh, is there a thing in? Is there a someone in there? Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
there's
like
a
this
Lysa
wolf
Alpha.
close. Oh, well, sucks to be you.
Yeah, you can stay there. I'm not gonna unfreeze you. Sorry, buddy.
um, but yeah, that, and then also I enjoy like, because I think there's a whole like discussion around like plot holes, or there was, I don't know. The internet moves really fast, but there's like discussions every now and again around the idea of like when people will point out like, why didn't the eagles just fly, Gandalf, or like, you know, stuff like that. We're like, oh, but if the Death Star is the size of a planet, then how did they just happen to land right in this spot? You know, there's like always something. Batman couldn't have built the Batcave himself. Thousands of people would have to be in on it. Like that, or hundreds, I guess. That kind of stuff I think is really fun, but they also don't decrease my enjoyment of the media at all. It's like, no, this isn't actually a plot hole or a problem with the story. It's just fun to think about. That's all. Both of these things can exist. Oh, farewell, Tama!
Farewell. Enjoy food.
Yeah. Hot tip, suspend your disbelief. Yeah.
But yeah, I think because I was thinking about this. I'm gonna be nice. You climbed all the way up here. You don't get bonked. This is a really good view.
Sometimes the bad version is good for a very specific person. Yeah, that is actually, I like that phrasing of it.
But
Well,
yeah,
I think some. Oh, go ahead.
I was actually thinking about this recently, partially just because of my own gameplay, partially because I saw a post on it. There was a post on Tumblr about like appreciating ugly Minecraft builds.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was just thinking like I like reblogged and I ended up writing way too much in the tags. But basically like there's something just really extremely fun and freeing about like just enjoying a thing, even if it's bad, even if it's kind of ugly, even if it's just a thing you threw together without really thinking about it. That's still a lot of fun, and that doesn't mean that it's not also fun to like learn building techniques and increase
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
knowledge and like increase your skill level at this and learn new things and try and be better than you were before. But also like sometimes you just have a pile of ugly blocks and you want to build a house and put an amogus on top of it. And that's also really fun. Anyway, I'm going to show off the build that I made in Minecraft.
Oh my goodness, yes, please do. I want to see your ugly house. Um Yeah, Lucky. I actually agree with that a lot. Phil's character. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just to oh good. I appreciate the like freaking DDR dance arrows. Um
So I don't yell about it often. I'm every Saturday I do a like hardcore Minecraft group thing. If people know Last Life, it's based on Last Life and Third Life. Um, and the past couple sessions, I've spent harassing people by just building really ugly things next to their base, like harass affectionate.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think you described this to us as you were tanking the property values, which I think is the funniest thing.
yeah, like they had such a picturesque area and now they don't. But like I unironically really like this build because it was so much fun to make and it's been so long since I've just like gone, you know what, I like this block. I'm just gonna place it in this build without thinking. Like the windows aren't even. Like you can tell where I've run out of blocks and swapped to the next thing in my hotbar. Like
Uh-huh.
it's not in this picture, but later on I got really ugly dirt to surround it and then built a giant like disco floor.
Oh my gosh. I deeply hope that the YouTube algorithm thinks that this is the thumbnail for this video.
Oh, me too. I th- the problem with that is that YouTube specifically takes from the very like I think from within the first half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Usually the three options it gives me, usually the first one or two are the setup screen, and then I'll have a third one of it might be 15 minutes actually, because if I take longer than
Oh,
15 minutes to set up, it usually
then
doesn't
all
have
of the
one.
thumbnails are the setup screen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where do I want to go from here? Hmm. Well, I did some climbing. I'm going to do some progress now. I'm going to head this direction.
Yeah. Ooh, yes.
And this one I'm teleporting to is one of the shrines on the original plateau, so it's higher up than the surroundings. So
Hmm.
I'll have some fun gliding. But yeah, just like I don't know, there's something really fun in enjoying a thing unapologetic. Like it's also fun to critique things and to try and improve your knowledge and understanding of a thing. But also like if you only do that, and I mean this is probably different for like this probably isn't a universal thing, but
Right, right.
if you just have the one, then it's so easy to like just not have fun with things because you're spending
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
much only thinking of like is this good, how can I improve this, and it's very easy to fall into perfectionism, and you sometimes just need a thing you can enjoy without it needing to be like
Yeah, yeah, to stretch different muscles almost. Because I feel like there's such a like heckin' smorgasbord of like a buffet of options of enjoyment. You like these are all different. Like enjoy a thing critically because it's incredibly well made is a thing. Enjoy a thing because it's really bad is a type of enjoyment. Enjoy a thing unironically because there's parts of it that are good even though it's actually garbage is a separate type of enjoyment. Like, and I don't know, having all of these different kinds of abilities is fun.
and it's kind of almost like I see advice a lot for like because I know especially it can be an issue for people with like depression or anxiety or whatever. That like your hobbies get boring and it feels excuse me,
mm,
and it feels like you can't enjoy things. And one of the suggestions I see like relatively frequently is to also get interested in more physical hobbies as opposed like creating
oh,
physical non-digital things,
mm-hmm.
which like I don't think it's like a thing that everyone needs. Like,
Right. It's a here try this rather than a this will fix it works on everyone.
mm.
um
Or even like there are some things that like generally are good advice, but don't work for some people. Like for
mhm.
many people, this probably isn't how I'm supposed to do this, but for many people, sleeping early and getting proper rest is really good for them. And for me, it's absolutely terrible. I'm so much more miserable if I have a normal sleep pattern.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
and I feel like for some people, like physical, and in some cases, like having physical creative stuff like isn't possible. Like digital art is definitely cheaper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but like I don't know.
Just take
There's
a picture of it. Where's the shrine where you have to take a picture of something?
no. There it go. Um, but like physical art is a lot like harder to be perfectionistic about, I find. Like, there's a lot of, like...
Yeah. When people will be like, okay, try to draw... Well, because, like, try to draw in pen and just let it be however it turns out.
And
Um,
I think that's just... Oh, is something happening?
I don't know. I thought it was gonna curl around, but then it didn't. So never mind. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like I'm doing this wrong, but also it's working, so there's no
Yeah,
such thing as
yeah.
wrong.
We're just gonna keep doing it.
But, like, I don't know, there's just something nice about having a sense of, like building this skill of being okay with non-perfection. And
Yeah.
being
Yeah. And
okay
it
with,
takes
like...
practice.
Yeah, or even just being okay with, like, not, like, feeling the need to always improve. Like
Hmm.
I feel like you see this a lot with, like, people will, like, if you have a hobby, people will be like, have you tried monetizing this?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And it's like sometimes you need dang it, my depth perception is bad. Oh, I want
Well,
skinny.
just get a little stash
No.
there. Oh my goodness.
Alas. Or, like, I feel like there's a similar thing for, like, you see it a lot with, like, when, you know, when there's always, like, those people who will always give art critique, whether it's asked for or not,
Uh-huh.
because they can't, like, they think that people must always be seeking to improve all the time and always working, and, like, that's a nice
Yeah,
thing to
yeah.
have.
You don't want to stagnate. Well, I mean, that's up to them, not you.
Yeah, and it's like it's just nice to have a thing that you can stagnate at. Like, it's
Hmm.
nice to not have to constantly
Oh
be
golly,
be
this sure is a
working at
thing.
a thing.
Well, and I feel like an example that I've used for a bunch of things is like if you're trying to climb a mountain, then actually sometimes you need to rest. Like that's oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. So like the idea of constantly do like pushing yourself sometimes doesn't work because sometimes sitting and creating what's comfortable and fun is a necessary part of like doing this thing that you like and is a necessary part of doing it well. Um
Hmm. But, like even then, sometimes it's just fun to do a thing because you enjoy it and not care in the slightest about improving. Just
mhm.
like not caring at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there was some point where somebody pointed out that like art is supposed to be a human experience. Like, not that literally everybody should be drawing, but it should be an option for everybody. And yet we've turned it into something where, like, if there's no reason to do it if you're not skilled, it's like, no, things like singing and drawing and dancing and writing are things that we just do like to have a thing to do with emotions that we're feeling and ideas that we have and that doesn't require skill. Like it's
Hmm.
neat to see skilled performances, but you don't have to be a certain level of good in order for art to have value if it's something that you just want to do. um
Yeah, exactly. And, like it's just a lot of fun to do things because you want to. Like, recently I've been doing a lot of singing, and, like I'm not that good at singing. I don't know enough about singing to know all the words, but, like, the, like, high lowness of my voice is at the perfect awkward spot where most songs will either have a section that goes too high for me to sing or a section that goes too
Oh,
low for me to sing. Like,
uh-huh,
there's
uh-huh.
not a lot of songs that fit into my range. That doesn't stop me. And this is a thing that I used to be very
Yeah.
self-conscious about singing, but then like um my second year of university I ended up like sharing a house with a bunch of like quote unquote friends. Most of them didn't stay friends. One of them did. He's cool. And he used to just play music constantly. I'm not gonna make this. Um, and we just sing while cooking, and it's like just
Oh,
extremely fun.
that's great.
And lately I've just been doing a lot of like singing while I wash the dishes or like singing while I'm doing a
Yeah.
chore. And it's just a lot of fun. Like I'm not good. My voice cracks constantly and I have to keep swapping and going like down a pitch to sing the high
Oh,
points so it doesn't even
uh-huh,
sound good,
uh-huh.
but I don't care. And like it's just a lot of fun to do that for things. Like I showed off that Minecraft build. I'm putting it up on screen again. Um, it's not pretty. It's deliberately very ugly, but it was so much fun to build. And like part of that is because I was also doing it with a couple of other people that I like have a group
Mm-hmm.
with. Um, but also just like making a thing and not having to sit and think. Because I feel like a lot of why I've had art block for the past over a year, probably like 4 at this point, is just
Uh-huh.
because like I think too much about it.
It's like, oh, try to make good, try to improve thing. And sometimes it's like, I mean, no matter what, if you draw, you made a thing exist that was just in your brain before. And that's cool.
Oh, these guys
I'm
saw me with a
sorry.
hat on.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Oh. I just want to comment when Link was like climbing up the mountain, he did a little gesture, and I couldn't tell exactly, but it looked like it was like when he was like got up to the top of the mountain, and, like a little okay, I'm good, let's go.
Yeah, I think that's because I did the final jump. I ran out of stamina as I got to the top, so it was like that I'm recovering from no stamina.
Oh, it was a really good little gesture. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Daruk.
Um, Also, I saw the comment, but I did not see the skull rocks earlier, so I can't comment on the nature of the skull rocks.
I think it's implied that I have to assume that they're the skull of something because they're all the same and like they're everywhere. Let me see if I.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a bit hard to see from this angle, but that's the skull rock.
Oh,
They
okay. All
tend to
right.
have like bokoblin camps in them. Oh no no no
Oh,
no no
oh,
no no!
those things. Oh no. Oh
I
geez.
saved
Oh
it.
phew. Oh oh. Okay. Yeah. I have seen the bokoblin camps in skull things. That is actually an interesting thought.
I do not have the Lionel mask because I believe you have to have done all 4 of the Guardians to get the Lionel mask.
All we have is this one, I think, because
No,
we only
we have
saw
a
what's his
couple.
face, the one.
We also got the Moblin mask.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
You slowly unlock more as you beat more divine beasts, I believe. I know there's a
Oh.
Lysalphus mask as well.
Yeah, I remember you showing that off to us at one point, not on stream, but like before that. Um
Why would you make me jump down for this? Okay, I should have seen that coming. Okay. So this is going back a little bit, but I'm still thinking about just
Yeah.
unapologetically. Yeah. I love the noises they make. It's just such good noises. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Minecraft YouTubers now. um But on the topic specifically of like just doing things because you want to do them and not like trying to be the best or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Shout out to my favorite streamer ever, Joe Hills, um, whose streams are just the most unapologetically unmarketable things possible because he's just doing what he wants and what he finds fun and like has a big community of people who are there because he's just doing what he wants to do and having a great time. Like one of his things is
Mm-hmm.
he has a face cam and green screen stuff. He specifically buys as many clothes as possible in chroma key green so that most of his entire body is gone. He has chroma key green glasses, so part of his
Glasses,
face is
yeah.
gone. One of the uh, one of the benefits to donating to him is if he gets donations, he slowly increases the size of his face cam. So after a certain point, his face is covering the entire stream. He like lowers the opacity or opacity of it.
Yeah, yeah. So there's just the ghost of his face overlapping the entire stream. Um
And also like at one point he did an entire stream where he was in Minecraft writing fan fiction in the books in Minecraft. And it's like no offense to Joe Hills. It wasn't good fan fiction, but it was very fun fan fiction because he was just writing whatever felt fun to him.
oh my gosh.
And that's the kind
That's
of
incredible.
energy I want to like absorb into my life. Is just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that freedom of not caring that this is horribly unmarketable, not caring if this is good, but just doing a thing, like deciding I want to do this thing, and then doing that thing, and then being like, I did the thing.
Fire rod. Magical rod. Oh, we're in a unmapped zone. That's cool.
Yes. Oh, no, I want to keep that. The rods are very useful for surviving temperatures.
Oh.
Like,
Also, hi, Maeve.
hello.
Belatedly.
Yeah.
We're very excited about talking about creativity and creative hobbies and doing whatever you want. It's my fanfic. I choose the whatever the hell goes in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, this one.
Like
Also,
all of
also
the
speaking
first.
of belated, there's a what's your favorite monster? Um,
Oh.
I like the Couplins.
I don't know if I have a favorite Legend of Zelda monster. When I was like younger, I was obsessed with Wolfos. I don't like in N64, like Ocarina of Time, they're not impressive models, and looking at them now, I'm like, I don't actually know why I liked them so much, but I made, because my brother was mostly the one who played, I made him like fight them and pause the game a bunch so that I could just draw pictures of Wolfos in my sketchbook. So I think Wolfos have to, they're not in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild just has wolves as far as I know, but I think Wolfos have to be my favorite monster just because of how much I loved them. Um
Wait, I'm also gonna say I like Hinoxes, not like I mean the designs are okay, they're pretty fun. I just like fighting them. They're very satisfying to fight. Oh, I hope I make
mm-hmm.
this.
Do you ever have tropes or AU
Oh, gee.
concepts or head oh do you, oh no, oh golly. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Alas, let's try that again.
Okay. Do you ever have tropes or AU concepts or headcanons you're just so eager to add into stuff and no one can stop you? Um,
Hmm.
Probably. Is I because I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm like I can't way to rub my hands all over this isn't conscious things. Like, it's not like I go into every franchise like, now I'm gonna turn everybody into a robot because that's my thing that I love. It just like there will be tendencies if you look at all of my AU content. It'll be like, huh, okay, I see what you enjoy doing with characters because you've done it like 15 times.
Oh yeah, I also like the dragons. I wasn't sure if they counted.
Ooh.
No.
Oh man, come on, Link, you can do it. You
No, don't
probably can't
slide.
do it. Oh, that's a
Okay, how
shame.
am I supposed to get up here? Let's work that out. Which side am I supposed to be coming out of?
Okay, okay, Breath of the Wild. I surrender. I'll do it your way.
It kind of breaks here, but this is kind of rubbly. I could probably just climb up this a lot easier.
But also, yeah, nobody can stop me from gravitating towards the garbage that I want.
I think for me, for tropes, it's less a case of me putting tropes into things, and more a case of like, I'll tend to gravitate towards things that often already have a lot of the tropes I like, and then a lot of what I enjoy is then making a wide variety of things. Like, ugh, it's late enough for I guess it is like 4 a.m. somehow. It's just really
Man.
bright here. And I guess because it's
Huh.
sunrise. Get out of here. I'm not even gonna collect
Can you
the drops.
imagine like the feeling of when you're like, oh my gosh, how is it like 6 p.m. already? You know, that feeling. But the reason that you're having that feeling is because like the skeletons that arise from the ground every night are like surfacing, and you're like, oh man, is it already 10 p.m.? When did that happen? Anyway, that's all. I just had really visceral feeling of a world that doesn't exist.
But yeah, I tend to like. There's a lot of things that I think there's a lot of tropes that I prefer how they're done to the specific tropes. Like there's a lot of tropes that I should like, but you like if you just hand me like a grumpy old guy, that that's a trope I like a lot, but it's not necessarily like there's a grumpy old guy, this is my favorite guy.
Right. It's like, okay, most of the like all of this chunk of characters I like fit this trope, but not everything in that trope is the specific variant of it that I like.
Or like handled in a way that I like.
Mm-hmm,
And then like
mm-hmm.
the same is true in the opposite direction. There's a lot of things that I would say aren't something I enjoy or aren't something I gravitate towards. I don't have anything against mermaid AUs, but I just don't tend to make or consume them. Like I'll look at pretty fan
Uh-huh.
art and be like, "Ooh, this is really pretty," but like it doesn't click in my brain in a way that I feel like there's a lot of people get really into mermaid AUs.
Right. But
Um,
then we made a mermaid AU.
yeah, and I got so oh, this is gunk. I thought it was water. It's the
Oh, that's
gunk.
just plow right into the gunk.
I'm gonna find Link like fossilized in a tar pit in 1,000 years.
Yeah, Echo. Anyway, a trope that I have noticed that I enjoy a lot is misplaced loyalty. um, and it's not something I go looking for. I just like will notice that it has happened again. Like, this OC that I made, this like this character that I'm really into, it's that again. Ah. Oh
One
gosh, I remember fighting with this.
the one thing I do have um a tendency to lean towards um is like
Okay.
5 million poly relationships, but it's less. It's less of a like, oh, I love this and I want to always have this. Oh, that's a thing
You
I
can
did not
do
know
that?
could happen.
I didn't know you could do that either.
And I fell
Oh,
off.
okay.
Forget making the bridge. I'm gonna bunk this.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Ugh, this is a really awkward angle. No, it doesn't want to go. I guess I'll go back to making the bridge. But yeah, I have a tendency to ship lots of poly relationships, but it's less of a like, haha, this is the superior form of shipping or anything. Like, I actually tend to get quite weirded out when people, like, will imply that the poly relationship is better or that,
Uh-huh. Oh, no!
So
Link
close.
was right there! You were so close!
Let me scoot this way a little more.
Just scooch it over a little touch.
There we go.
Yeah!
But yeah, I think it's more that I just really enjoy shipping in general, and that poly stuff gives you more combinations. Like if you have 3 characters and they have like a love triangle or whatever, people tend to be like, well, why have a love triangle when all 3 of them could date? And I'm like, yeah, that's good, but it's a third separate option. Now now I have to choose between A and B, A and C, and A and B and C. Like, this is a fundamentally different ship.
Look, love triangles aren't inherently bad. I think there are narrative problems with love triangles when there's not a good reason for there to be a love triangle, and like most narrative things, it's a problem when it's contrived. But if it's compelling, it can actually be a like legitimately interesting narrative device.
I think the problem that I tend to see with love triangle stuff is that it tends to be like, here are your 2 love triangle options. The boring guy who's a normal person, or this cool, sexy guy who's also an asshole. And it's like, there's an obvious correct choice. And it's the guy who hasn't been negging you for 20 hours.
Yeah. And it's like, even if it's not a question of which guy's quote unquote better, if there's one that like this person obviously is closer to, but like, oh, I feel like I can't pick that one, then it's like, why are you stringing poor option B along? Like, please.
Like, I think it tends to annoy me the most when it's like a love triangle, but the main character, it's always a lady, let's be real. The main lady character, like, really hates this guy actually, and he just keeps showing up and being an asshole, and you know that it's a like, oh, and he's really cool and handsome and is going to go. It's like, just stop hanging out with him. He's kind of annoying, and he's probably also broken into your house 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that there's anything wrong with, like, being like, oh, this is a fun fantasy that I want to think about, even though this would be terrible in real life. Like, I have crushes on, like, every old man character, but I'm not going to date Grunkle Stan in real life. You know?
Yeah.
But I can think about it. But, like... Like...
Yeah. But also...
The problem is it's always set up as, like, this really difficult choice when there's no reason this character should care about this other character. Like
Uh-huh.
at least add in a like little something to like give him redeeming qualities other than he's hot and an asshole.
Oh my goodness. Echo, I love that wording.
Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with breaking into your house, and you shouldn't.
This
That's a stone fella, isn't it?
this post made by Link Breath of the Wild. There's nothing wrong with breaking into your house. Um, but yeah, I feel like, so speaking of media that I know isn't necessarily well told, but I love it. Uh, Corpse Bride was a movie that I saw once, but the thing that I thought was really compelling about it was that like I really wanted him to end up with both ladies. Like it was a love triangle, but it wasn't like, oh, he's with this one, but he really deserves this other one or anything like that. It was just like, wow, they both like bring out something different in him and he has reasons to be interested in like what was it, Victoria and Emily? I don't remember. This is a long time ago. But like you could see how each of them like brought out a different part of his personality that was like both were real and both really genuinely connected with him and both got something out of that relationship in a different way. And it's like, yeah, I guess you could, come in with two hands, but like if that's not what they wanted, then that's not an option. So it's like, oh man, this is like a really difficult choice actually in every direction. And so it becomes interesting to see like how that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a really good example of like fleshing out relationships with both characters in a way that wasn't like, here's the good one and here's the, because at first you think it's going to be that because the corpse lady is like really cool and like he's like kind of shy and awkward and she's like interesting and skilled, and then there's like this shy lady that he's been like matched with, but that actually they both like each other too and they both are able to bring something really cool out of each other, and you're like, oh no, they're both great. So anyway, yells about Corpse Bride some. I half remembered movie, but apparently this aspect really stuck with me. um
The thing that you mentioned partway through there about it being like their choice as well, I think that's the other thing that basically never gets thought of when people are just like, we have solved the love triangle by making them all date. Like, because you can have one person who's dating two people and then the two people aren't dating each other. But also, I feel like you kind of have to not hate their guts
yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah,
to
or
not
like,
become like an unhealthy relationship. And also, they both
yeah.
have to consent to this too. Like,
Mm-hmm. Like, and I mean, there's some people who genuinely just, that's not what they want. And so, like, you can have somebody who's like, oh, that's a really nice thought, but actually, like, I need somebody who is just choosing me and nobody else. And that's like a valid way to be. And so, person who wants to date both people might go, okay, well, cool, then you can't date me because I'm gonna have two hands. But that does mean that, oh, well, then they all date each other isn't always an option that works for everyone. Um,
so I've come over to this colder area over here.
uh-huh.
The thing about this area
Uh-huh.
is that I couldn't find the tower, and I explored all the way over to here, and I was like, where is it? And then I went back, and it's like right close to the entrance. The problem is that it's like hard to see. So I just
Hmm.
missed it the first time I was exploring, and it's a really big pain, so hopefully I'll find it.
Oh, good luck.
Gotta have creatures. I mean, I think it makes
Dry.
sense because it's like the specific biome rather than like it's not like it's been destroyed. It's just like that's the environment there.
Yeah, yeah.
Climb, climb, climb.
Link climbs a cliff. ASMR. Mixing it up a little bit. Oh, you can do it, Link. I love that little. It's so good. Like
It's
okay,
really
go
good.
now.
It has so much personality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I really hope it isn't down there, but it's hard to see because there's the big clouds.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I just need to say I greatly appreciate all of your shipping thoughts in general.
I just have a lot of them. I like thinking about the things that affect this sort of thing. Being proactive. Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, goodness. Why do wolves have so much meat? That can't be right. What's with these wolves?
Gee, Wolf, how come Breath of the Wild lets you have two meats? I think a lot of what I find interesting about shipping is I just like thinking about communication in general. And
Mm-hmm.
like the thing about like poly shipping is that I
Turn up the communication.
is like it's not even like double the communication. It's like
Exponential.
yeah, it just like gets more and more complex and there's more and more things that can like even if you're like doing everything like quote unquote right, there's so many things that you just like won't have even like thought about that will come up. And you're like, "Oh, I didn't think about how I'd feel about the fact that you can spend more time with this." Oh, gee. With this.
Wow. Okay. Cool. That was one hit. Thanks, Daruk. Ow. Rude.
Okay, new plan. Oh, gee. Bad time to run out of stamina. New plan, I'm gonna jump off this cliff.
All right.
There it is! Like, see, it's like in a, like,
Oh.
ravine type thing, so it just barely peeks over.
And a heckin'. Yeah, yeah.
What was I talking about before I was getting this chapter? I think just like the sheer amount of communication, it's like I feel like I don't want to say that it's like always a trend that people go for because like that does not feel correct. Like there's obviously people who are doing it just because they're like interested in this kind of relationship. But I feel like it's one of those things that sometimes get used as a like here I'm doing the hashtag representation and making my characters cooler because this is like a better quote unquote
Yeah,
character
this
because
is
I've given them.
underrepresented, and so I'm oh, salt, excellent.
I was climbing all those 90-degree slopes. I had to find some eventually. But yeah, I feel like it's an easy trait that people will give, and it's like almost adjacent to like, I know Mary Sue's have been talked about for a billion years, but like the original, I feel like quote unquote issue, quote unquote,
Uh-huh.
um, is that it's a lot of like people picking traits, and like there's nothing wrong with it, but like picking traits just because they are the cool traits, and then if you
Oh.
like just pick a cool trait without thinking too hard about it, like
Oh
it
my
makes a better
goodness.
character.
Those yappy boys.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. If you just in general, just attaching this character has this trait without thinking about what that means and what that involves is gonna make the trait like mean less, I guess, if it's just like slapped on the top and doesn't affect anything else.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, and then it's like, and like, I don't think everyone's doing this, but sometimes it just feels like people are piling on as many traits as possible so that their characters are like, here's my crew and they're the best because every single character is queer in 3 different ways and also like disabled in 2 different ways. And it's like you can do that. And I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
like make what content you want to make. Like
I
I'm
support characters. Well, like I feel like I support characters being queer in 3 different ways and also disabled. That's great.
yeah.
You also don't have to do that. It's not a requirement for your characters to be good.
Yeah,
Most of
yeah.
why you see that, like most of why people are seeing other people do this a bunch isn't because it's better. It's because they haven't seen those characters before and they're like, I want to represent all of my feelings in these characters. You don't have to also do that. Like you can, if you also have feelings about it, go for it.
Cuz it's like it's obviously not a bad thing to do because like it like if people have seen the like Cthulhu Boys Pride art that Shaz drew, like Shaz was like,
Gives
"What?"
Jack so much cake.
Shaz was like, "What flags would you give Jack?" And I was like, "Well, I can write you an essay of all of the separate flags, but here are the ones that if you need slightly less flags, we will boil this down slightly." Um, um,
But yeah, well, I
and
mean,
a
like
lot
a
of those
lot
are
of it is just
specifically I've just like taken all of my personal feelings about queerness and just piled them onto Jack. So it's like
which
I
I feel like,
definitely understand doing that, but like
uh-huh.
I think the thing that tends to make it weird for me is when this is like the advertising point of the character. Where it's like
Mm.
it's not like here's my version of this character or here's my OC. They're like, oh, a wizard who has like a magic that's illegal because it can affect other people, but for them it's reversed so that it affects mostly them and they have to try and keep this hidden. It's like here's if you introduce your character as like here's my character, he's gay and trans and only has one leg. I'm like, okay,
I still don't know anything about your character, but
yeah.
those are cool things to know. Yeah, yeah.
It's like the same energy as when people will advertise books by saying, read this book, it's got gays in it. I'm like, on one hand, it's good to be like, here's a list of interesting, like, here's a whole bunch of recommendations of queer books because they can be hard to find sometimes. But
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
you have to tell me what the book's about.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
the, like, it could be the
The,
gayest
the
novel,
the
but
gay
if it's
part
like,
is a selling point, but there need to be other things in there.
and not even like I think the fact that people don't think to share the like if your book is super well written and has a billion queer characters and is a political horror story, I don't want to read it. And it's not because
Yeah.
like I don't enjoy the queer characters, it's just not my kind of book. And like
Mm-hmm,
that's
mm-hmm.
like the kind of thing that's important to share, I feel like, when you're giving book
Yeah.
recommendations.
I did have once the like the one review that back when I was like doing a webcomic, the one review I got that like upset me really deeply was somebody who like gave me points for diversity and nothing else. They were like, the story's fine and the characters are pretty typical, but it's very diverse. And I'm like, that sucks actually. Oh, hello.
Also,
You are
Cass is
here
here.
now.
Very speedy. I guess we did explore the desert and get lost a bunch.
How did you get here so fast? Dude, you've been climbing mountains for like 3 days.
I guess also, if Cass knows how to teleport and has been here before, then that's also an option.
Oh, like he just teleported to the shrine like we do?
Yeah.
He got a Sheikah slate?
I'm not even sure if the Sheikahs... See, here's the thing I'm not sure about. The king at the beginning of the game can also teleport, but I don't know if that's because he's a ghost.
Yeah.
So if it's not because he's a ghost, then anyone can teleport. If it is because he's a ghost, it might be like magic related and Sheikah Slate stuff.
Yeah. I assumed that the Sheikah Slate was required to like activate it, and that's why everybody isn't doing them, because mostly that technology is not in human hands lately, or anyone else's hands, I guess. I hope to play the song for the hero someday. Like, Cass, please, we've heard this song so much.
Dee. That was out of tune, probably. Oh, this one. I think he should play this one more.
Yeah, this one's great.
It's really catchy. Anyway, this puzzle sucks actually. It has to be a very specific time of day, and for a while I couldn't work it out because I did the thing but it didn't register, so I was like, okay, so it's not that.
Oh no.
Now I can delete this now. But yeah, now we have both of these.
Desert.
But yeah, I think we could go explore Gerudo things.
Oh, I've never been here. I mean, I haven't seen like 75% of the game, so that's not a surprise, but
yeah, this is one of the areas I've explored the least because it was like the last area I was in before I burnt out last time I was playing. So like you can see the Divine Beast over there. I never did this Divine Beast, but I did get close to it, and then I got distracted doing other things. Zappy keys. Okay, yeah, I should have seen that coming.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot of excitement about the desert.
Sand seals. I'm gonna have to get some screenshots of the VOD or something to send to Ollie. I really like...
Shift.
So there's a fun thing about the desert area where the temperature wildly shifts based on the time of day, which is realistic and also great.
Yeah.
So like you can see the temperature is quite low right now because it's night. There's even the cold music.
Yeah. Oh, delightful. Yeah, that's how deserts work. That's great.
Glide down we go.
Alright. Well, this looks like a nice little place. Alright, maybe it's not. Maybe it sucks, actually.
It's just his stomach. He's very hungry.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. You did like shove 5 steaks into your mouth a second ago, but you know, Link's a growing boy. Oh, it's a camel.
I love the noises they make.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a nice little walk.
I don't know why that shot of it with the like lighting behind it immediately like made some Star Wars part of my brain unlock. Hello. I don't think we have any sticks for you, my dude. Oh, good.
You know what we do have?
Lots of meat. Hey, check this out. Yeah. Oh boy, look at him go! Oh,
He's
so
so
sweetie.
excited. I love you, dog. Oh, good boy.
Oh, waggy
The
tail.
the dogs in this game just look so cute.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Follow. More meat, please. More meat. I'm ready.
oh,
Oh.
we've got our shadow. Very accurate photo taking.
Okay, excuse
Oh,
me.
he's having a sleep now. Giant pile of melons.
Hey, howdy, what's up?
Buy my stuff.
Buy my stuff instead. Beans is also doing some light mountain climbing. Oh, howdy. Guy? Hey, Guy. That's such a cute response. I've been there.
We're literally wearing the Rito armor. Oh, because he used to cold. Spritzes you with water. My guy.
Oh.
I like that it's not, I'm not having success. It's, I'm not having success being motivated. That's some good wind noises.
Yeah.
Steak.
Hey, what's up? Here we say this. I have things to sell. Buy my stuff. Okay, cool, thanks.
Gotta try and remember how to do the thing.
Basak. Ah.
Enjoy your book. I like how they keep forgetting this.
Just a single arrow.
Oh.
Just
Oh, thanks.
one of each.
That's so funny.
All the Gerudo ladies are so pretty.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about the divine beast.
No guys allowed.
No, no boys allowed.
Kachu.
Say what?
I shouldn't laugh at her name, but her name is Kachu.
Oh. I think that's great.
It's a great name, but also it sounds a little like a sneeze. Soft bed.
What makes it soft? Oh.
I should
Thank
ask
you.
about the soft bed in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
I usually don't check them because it's just the usual, like, you'll get more HPs. But there might be some lore to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It's cuckoo feathers. Cool, thank you,
The beds
thank
do
you.
look really comfy.
I want to sleep in that bed right
The
now.
bunk beds.
Oh man, what? This is great.
Oh, it's a book.
Oh, rumor mill, do tell.
Worlds long gone and worlds yet to come.
Okay. All right.
Also takes the moment to have a sippy while I'm remembering.
Oh yeah, let me also hydrate.
Wow, there's something in the castle? I thought it would be empty. Oh, my drink dripped all over me.
Oh no!
It's really warm and humid lately, so just my cups of cold drink are like... Here's a ton of condensation on the outside.
Big mood.
Secret room of King Big Sad Guy Hyrule.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think we've been there.
Yes, it was like right where the memory that I couldn't get was.
Yeah, that's right. All right, calm down.
Yeah, that's smart.
Incredible. I feel like...
Oh.
Oh, there's a recipe.
Well, I have everything but the melon. I'm gonna go buy a
Oh,
melon.
there's a lady selling melon right out there.
Hello, thank you. I will purchase your finest a melon. Just one. Yeah, it would be pretty nice, but I don't need that many melons.
Have you considered just buying all of them?
What else do I need? Butter,
Really
sugar,
funny.
and meat. That's rice.
Oh, I don't know if we have wheat.
I thought we did. I guess I don't.
We have to go on a quest for wheat. Oh, hi, Zach. Welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations on your gift of shoe.
Gift of shoe.
Beans probably shouldn't
Oh.
be giving that out.
Oh, that explains where my shoe went. Anyway, let's see if I can remember how to do the please let me into Gerudo. Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
This dog. If you could have dinner with one video game character, what video game character would you choose? It's this dog. Then you just pet him and eat dinner. Perfect.
Trotting!
Oh! Oh my
Beetle!
goodness. Oh, hey!
You probably have more than one arrow.
I love how enthusiastic he always sounds. It's great.
Yeah. Yay!
I don't actually know what video game character I'd want to have dinner with. I have to think about that.
I feel like this
Forgets every
like
video game character.
From any video game, it's such a wide category.
I feel like I do. Like, do I have to eat the dinner? Is a really important question. Because I was just about to say Mediton, and then I thought about the food that Mediton's like restaurant serves, and I'm not sure I can consume that.
You don't want to eat your date's face?
Look, the steak is the most edible thing in the restaurant. I don't want to eat a burger made out of glitter. I'm just not gonna put that into my system.
Well, just put it into
Thomas is a good one. Assuming you mean Deadly Prim Thomas and not like Thomas Connor, because he's just gonna knock your soup on the ground.
Well, then you don't have to eat it. Problem solved.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. I didn't really want bacon soup anyway. You're right.
Anyway, just stuff the glam burgers into your pants. What could go wrong?
Oh, perfect. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I don't actually want to like eat food with Mediton, and I don't think he would eat it either. I think he'd just like pose with it. But like, I want to have a date-like experience with Mediton. I think that would be a wild thing to have happen.
What is it trying to tell me to do? Oh, I guess it wants me to go back and be like, I found a memory now.
Oh. No, you're not the boss of us, game. We're on a quest for wheat so we can make a delicious Gerudo dish, not whatever you want.
I'm on a quest for I don't remember how to get the clothing of let me in the Gerudo place.
You should go try to go in, and then they'll probably give you a hint.
Oh, yes.
That's I mean, Legend of Zelda game, so.
I just
well,
didn't
you
wanna...
can't come in here unless someone were to do this specific thing. There's no way you'll get in here. All right, cool, thanks. That's all I needed.
It's just so slow to run through the sand. Luckily, there's a road, but it's kind of hard to follow.
Oh, interesting. Cactus. Can you harvest? Yes. Oh, can you climb the cactus? Oh, well, I guess that's smarter.
Cactus violence.
Climb the cactus. I want to see Link go, ow, ooh, ow, when he tries to climb.
Well, there's another cactus over here. I'm going to attempt.
Do we want tips in chat or no? No backseating is on, so
yeah.
No tips for stuff we can do or stuff we should do, please.
But yeah, the heat in the desert is different heat to the heat in the on Death Mountain.
This This is not a I'm gonna catch on fire heat. This is a I'm gonna pass out heat.
So we need a nice chilly drink. But yeah, you can see, if you watch the temperature thing, you can see it very slowly going up as time passes.
Oh, that's great. Just put a watermelon on your head.
I can't climb it.
I feel like even jumping near it is like risky prospect.
Yeah, I should wear something more protective. I'm a lady bokoblin. Please let me into your town.
Oh yeah, that's a good
melon. Wild melons.
Howdy.
I love that all of the Gerudo ladies are also ripped.
Yeah, no. Perfect, ideal.
Also, I don't think I look like an everyday traveler.
You look like an everyday traveler with a stuffed animal on your head. Ooh. How can I trust you? Anyway, don't tell anyone, but... Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they keep attacking me. They've attacked me at least once. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. You know, you're... Absolutely just hit them in the head with a sword. I support you.
Shout out to this woman doing, like, the anime girl run.
Amazing. You're doing great!
I believe in you.
Oh my goodness. Wah! Wah! We literally just met. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wearing a bokoblin head. Okay. Good luck.
Good luck finding a cute boy. I'm just bokoblin.
Going out into the world to find a cute boy. Best of luck. Oh, the wigglies!
I was about to say.
Great.
It feels horribly hot.
Oh man, I mean, it feels horribly hot. It is horribly hot where I am.
It's slightly cooler today than it has been. Thank goodness, because I've been dying.
I have my my AC off for having my voice come through clearly, and it just gets very, very hot when that happens. Love how she's like, OMG, he's so cute looking at Link in his creature hat. You know? That's great, actually.
Well, she's never seen a boy before. Maybe they all look like this.
I suppose that's true. Yeah? You just ask again. Oh, jeez.
Bye.
I don't actually want to hear your tale.
Yeah, I have a big sword and I can shut you up when I don't like him. Anyway, so I will say, minor transphobia potential warning.
Yeah.
Like, it's debated either way, but, like, whether it is or not, but it's a bit like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's still really creepy, my dude. New window.
Yeah, no, that's still weird. Link has standards, that being his current only love is adventure. Yeah, that feels correct. The reason why Link and Zelda get on is because she also loves adventure.
I love that you just see the little divine beasts walking. A little
Yeah.
scuttle of, like, Rodania is really cute. Oh, are you watching on like 144p again, Echo?
Oh no.
Oh, I just noticed it's like 5-2, so I could probably do
Oh.
this shrine and then...
Gerudo tomorrow. Tomorrow, next time.
Hopefully there's no foxes inside of this.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
Wait. Sorry, this is really silly, but...
Link's gender is adventure. Oh. Did you shift the whole thing?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Completely normal.
Yeah. Extremely normal.
It's really weird because it's only changed on OBS because of the OBS settings, so on my other screen that I used to play the game is completely normal colors.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, let's turn that off. Fox joke has been made. It will make, like, no sense to people who haven't watched. Shaz and Boo's Tunic streams.
Thank you, Thren. Perfect. Oh. Touches, yeah, okay. I actually love the characterization of Link setting this metal box down on an obviously conductive line, watching it sparkle with power, and then after several seconds reaching out and touching it and obviously getting zapped. Like, he couldn't not do that.
I need 2 for that one. Bunch for that. Well, let's do this. Let's see what that does. Yeah, no, I need 3 for that one. Maybe I can use this little one as well. I should probably not place this with my hands onto the... Yes, it's just wide enough.
Yeah, there we go.
This one needs another. Okay, that was an accident. If I do that... no, this isn't... Wait, no. Yes! No. Oh, do I need to do both of them? What am I missing? Is there another crate somewhere I can use? We might go over time because I'm Oh,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what, actually. I can use both of them. I can probably... There we go.
Oh, now you get new things. Okay, all right.
So now this one can go here. This one can go here. And this one can go here. This
Nice.
is slightly less helpful, but... Oh, I didn't press it.
A Thunderblade. Hmm.
Oh, I don't have one anymore. I guess it broke. Those are pretty helpful because they can stun enemies.
Hmm.
Also,
Can you
sorry,
pick up that chest? Is it magnetic?
Oh! I think that is... Yes!
Yeah!
Oh yeah, and all of the ones over here are like little fellas. So this should work.
Excellent. Excellent.
No, a little further. There we go. Now we have another box.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there we
So I
go.
think we also need... Yeah, we need to move that box over this way. Also, this is belated because I have been focusing on game instead of chat. Link trans real. Who needs gender when you have the goblin hat? Very safe. OSHA compliant.
It's fine.
How many orb do I have? Sir, please give me my orb count. I'm letting the cutscene play through for some reason. Dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, 5 orb. I can improve something at some point.
Probably. Oh no, we still need health for. We didn't actually get the Master Sword yet. We were just really close.
Yeah.
So maybe increase health.
It would be nice to have more
Alrighty.
stamina, especially with how many mountains and stuff are in this area. It's been difficult to climb.
Well, I mean, you can always just give yourself more stamina and worry about the Master Sword later.
Yeah, like, because I also get health from doing the Divine Beasts, so if I do another of those, that'll give me a heart too.
Okay, yeah.
I think if you can max out hearts after a point. If you max your hearts and then you go to a shrine, I think it gives you a stamina. I
Oh, that's
can't
fun.
confirm if that's true. That's just what my memories were telling me, but it feels
Oh,
correct.
man.
Because it'd suck if you went into a dungeon and then it was like, you get nothing. Anyway, so we're a little late, so we're gonna end here. Next
Yeah,
time,
this was fun.
we're gonna translinks gender and see if we can visit Gerudo Town.
Yeah.
Oh, let me do my links real quick. Link. Is it bots or
Right.
bot?
Eventually, Nightbot will figure out what's going on. I like the idea that Beans runs Nightbot, so sometimes she's just busy.
She's hunting. Mighty Hunter. Anyway, there's my VODs channel. I have all of the previous Breath of the Wilds uploaded. Here's the Shaz and Boo channel link in case you want to check out those cool Tunic streams that I've been yelling about all stream. If you're not following, follows are appreciated, so I can eventually unlock emojis and channel points and things. I'm getting close.
We need Beans emojis.
I also
follow.
I need to go back to streaming twice a week to also get the other requirements, but the streaming time is a lot easier to meet than the follow requirement.
Yeah, that's the big hurdle. I feel that.
I bent my hand funny and it got painful. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, I'm not sure when next stream will be. I'll have to work that out at some point, but I will probably let people who are in my Discord know. I should clean that up so that I can like post links to it or something at some point. It's a bit of a work in progress.
It'll be updated on the Twitch, right? Well, you have to follow so that you can see when the streams are.
Yeah, and
perfect strategy.
And it's awkward with the schedule because the schedule is only repeating, so I'd have to change the entire thing to Sundays if it was Sunday. But I can cancel the stream if it's not happening. I can also put it in the description boxes. I'll work it out. But yeah, thank you all for coming.
Alrighty, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.